Hello, my name is Sai Sampath Kumar. I'm from Team 2, Team 1 2. My team partner name is Piyush Todiga. I was asked to do ICP 9. In this ICP 9, there are three tasks to create a web application using a MLab database. That is MongoDB, using MongoDB. So the first task is to create a new collection in our MLab account and add a user, which consists of password and username. So let's go to the MLab account. In MLab website, I have created an account, as you can see, with a username and pass. Okay, so let's go to the database. So I have created one database using a create new, as you can see in this using this button. So if you click on this button, we'll go to the database. So we have several features in this: collections, users, stats, backups, tools, and everything. So collection is the place where the data is stored, and users is a uh, data is the place where users and passwords are stored. Okay. So let's go to the get back to the requirements and create a document and insert them into the database using these fields. Each document should have some fields like class ID, student name, course of study, major and minor. So before getting into showing this, let's go to the code. So this is a code which I have created. This is a index.html page which interacts with the client. So I have created two folders. One is client and another is server. Where in client index.html is present. In server, the whole server files are present which are used to connect to the MongoDB server. Okay. As you can see, this is the index.html page. I have used so many body styles and ng app with student details and ng controller with student detail controller. So I have used a form to enter the details of a student, and another form to search the details of a student, and a table to retrieve the details of a student. So this is the thing. Let me show you the output page. So this is the output page, that is client interactive page. So defaultly it go to the home page. So this application which displays defaultly, as you can see. If you click on the search button, it will go to the search where you can search for anything to fetch the student details. So this is a place where we can enter the details of the student. So let me show you the server code now. In server code, the main files are student details.js, student mode.js, and app.js. In app.js, I have provided required path to access this student details.js and student model.js, so that it can this code can create a schema in the database and results in storing the details which we have entered. So before writing the code or developing this application, we have to install the Mongoose drivers using Mongoose drivers installation command, so that we can access this Mongoose drivers, so that we can access the MongoDB using these drivers. Okay. Uh, so as you can see here, model under the model folder student details.js can be accessed through this link. Uh, yeah, and under root student model.js is accessed through this link. So this is the code which is required to get a connection to the database. If it is success, we'll get a DB connection is established. If it is not success, we'll get DB connection is failed. So let me show you student one. In this file, we will create a schema which to create to store the data in this JSON format. So as asked, I have created class ID, student first name, student last name, branch, contact, major, and minor. So let's go to student model.js. Similarly, in this student model.js, we were mainly asked to push the code, that is like post the code and post the data, that is to create a new collection and save that data in the database, and to fetch the details of this student. So that is using get function. So let's see this post function first. So in this function, we have created this start.students so that we can save the data in the same format, and in retrieving is also easy using major, since we are asked to retrieve the details using main major. So I have used this main keyword. So let's run this code first. We have to switch the local server on. As you can see, data connection, DB connection is established here. So let's check the code to insert. So this defaultly home. Let's insert some details. As you can see, details are saved successfully in MongoDB is retrieved. So let's go and check in mlab account. Since I have previously entered my some details of the students, as you can see. So here is the thing. Class ID is 11. As you can see, the entered values are appearing here. So to retrieve the data, third task is to retrieve the data. That is, perform a search on the database using the major keyword and display the result. Let me show you that one for again. So as you can, let's start with masters. So people who are doing masters are these students who are doing masters are 4 members, as you can see it's from the result. Well, this is my code. Thank you.